very special stream today. You can see Vinny and I are very excited. It's Rose's 21st birthday. And there's also an Overwatch game. Yippee! Yippee!
Hooray!
I'm busy. Don't worry. This is going to turn out really well.
Oh, it's looking great so far.
You know what? We're going to go with initials. We're just going to go with a big old H, a big old...
Is that supposed to be an H?
It was supposed to be an H. What are we looking at today, Vinny? What we've got an Overwatch game,
I was gonna
right?
say, we have a very exciting Overwatch match today. You've got, the best team in the division. Best team in the division, the Eastern Michigan University Eagles, going up against Captech. Captech is currently 0-2 in our group. We are 3-0 after an easy 3-0 match last week.
This is so bad.
You sure tried, buddy.
You know what? It's the thought that counts.
Something like that. But no, it will be a very exciting match. I am looking forward to seeing more good things from our Overwatch team.
There've been no. I'm gonna try to multitask. Oh, thank you.
You're so welcome.
There's been no balance patches since the last time that we...
There have not been. It is still the same thing. I'm expecting us to just keep rolling out on the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gonna keep Otzel on that Zarya. Gonna keep that Kirilu backline unless one of them gets banned. Gonna probably keep... We might still be trying to put that Emre into more comps. We're probably still gonna be on that Vendetta.
Zendetta. Oh, new ship just launched. Yeah, it's probably still going to be a lot of Vendetta, Zarya. People
running those bubble cycles.
There we go. That's. You know what? Rose will appreciate this. No, we're gonna. I'm gonna. No. You know what? It's just gonna sit right there, just as a constant reminder.
Well, of course.
I would love to light it, except it would probably melt entirely. Anyway, Overwatch. We're probably going to still be seeing a lot of the Vendetta. Vendetta has just been running this entire season, basically since she launched.
Even outside of like collegiate level, like even in the pro levels in OWCS, it is a lot of Vendetta, a lot of Emre. It's been a mix of a couple different tanks. We've seen some Zarya. I saw there's some Winston from Team Liquid.
Is there?
In the match that they lost 3-0. Yeah, maybe we don't mess with the fire right now.
I like fire, okay?
Uh-oh.
There we go.
But yeah, no, like it's a lot of Zarya, a lot of D.Va.
D.Va has also been everywhere, yeah.
It gets a little stale sometimes, but...
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing from people that are a little more in tune with OWCS, is that it's the Zarya, Vendetta, and D.Va just running the show, and it's been very tedious, especially with Kirilu in the backline. Like, that's just... It goes without saying.
It's not an unkillable backline, but if they play it well, it is really hard to pin either of them down and kill them.
Yeah. I don't think we didn't talk about it as much last time. Because, last time we talked about the 5 new characters. We mentioned them all briefly, mostly talking about...
Mostly Emre.
Mostly Emre.
There's a small mention of Domina.
Yeah, apparently Domina's seen some play occasionally.
But it's very map dependent. It has to be a good poke map, but a lot of times in a good poke map, you're just gonna want to play Sigma anyways.
Yeah, like I feel like it might be more comfort pick. I'm definitely more comfortable on Sigma since I put so much more time into him, and I feel like he's a little bit more flexible. Domina really likes to stay stationary. She does not like to do a lot of work.
I feel like part of that is just Sig can move his shield much easier.
Yeah.
It's a shorter cooldown to have it redeployed.
Yeah, he can reposition a lot easier. But somebody that has been really getting on my nerves lately, that I've now moved up to permaban next to Vendetta is Emre, because I think we talked a little bit about Emre last time, but he's seeing more and more coordinated play, specifically because he can do so much sustained damage. He's edging out Sojourn in a couple of places in more coordinated play, just because you can play around rail pretty easily. If Sojourn misses the rail,
she's useless for the next at least 5 seconds while she builds up another.
Yeah, she can't. It kind of all pivots on that rail, and if you've got a good Sojourn and nothing that you can do against the rail, then yeah, they're going to run over you. But like a Diva, a Sigma, Domina, like anything that can kind of get in the way of that rail is going to make it a lot harder to hit, and you lose a lot of that value if you're not hitting those rails.
Yes.
So Emre, with just his really high, really consistent damage, makes it makes for a compelling other hit scan.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like all the hit scans are like pretty good right now, except for Soldier never was like
he's never
super meta.
Yeah.
But like Cass always has his place, Ashe always has her place, Sojourn, Emre is just the flavor of the week now.
Yeah. And he can sustain so well against a tank.
Exactly. That's the other thing, is that he just he doesn't die. He's really, really annoying to do anything about on a tank because of his secondary. I didn't realize how big that hitbox is.
Oh, it's giant.
The projectile hitbox for his secondary is huge. Like, I've barely touched him, but I was 1v1ing someone, and I rolled Emre and they rolled Tracer, and I'm just gonna pull out my secondary and just spam in the direction. And I hit like every shot against a Tracer.
Yeah,
and
like one of if not the smallest hitboxes in the game. I think like Baby Diva, maybe Kiriko have a smaller hitbox.
Like something's got to give, especially with his other perk.
Yeah. I think they just need to tune back the lifesteal that it gives them.
Yeah, we're only 2 weeks out from the next season. So
I forgot.
Yeah, I know it came up quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
I had to like actually put in some comp games to make sure that I got my ranks for the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of crept up on us pretty quickly. I'm expecting in the new season 2. I hope Emre. I don't want Emre to go completely away. I hope he gets just a little bit taken off the top.
I don't want him to be a must pick. If you don't pick him, you lose.
Yeah.
In 90% of scenarios.
But I don't want them to do the. Sometimes they do yo-yo balancing, right? Where they will, if somebody has been running the lobby for too long, they will like hard kneecap them and make sure that they do not show up because everyone's just sick of playing against them. That's what they did to Ramatra.
And that yo-yo is going to come back up any day now.
One of these days, it's all on Ramatra. Ramatra stocks have never been higher. It's going to be great.
See, but I noticed they never do that to supports. Like Kiriko, I don't know if has ever gotten a substantial nerf in the existence of her character. Like, there has been a couple of like, oh, that kind of sucks that is a change that they made. Like, it makes the character worse, but never enough to make them not a viable pick.
The only time that Kiri has not been a must pick is not when she got nerfed out of the meta, but when other supports got buffed into the meta. And that was really just Juno Brig.
Yeah.
Which has been a pretty reliable fallback, from what I understand, for most teams.
I mean, like you saw it last week in our match. Like they banned, I think it was Kiriko or Lucio. They banned one of the two. That you need both of them to really have a viable comp. Fall back on that Juno Brig. It isn't as good most of the time, but it is still a very viable, solid backline to have.
Yeah, it's actually very fun too, and like I know. I've been scrimming with my Bluke and my Grumpo on the back line.
Yeah.
And they both prefer that back line just because it's more fun.
It's like, different. It's not, I'm stuck in Lucio jail for the 8 millionth week in a row.
For the 10th year in a row.
Yeah.
Almost literally.
the only times that Lucio's really not played is like if it's a hard dive, like even on a hard dive map, like
yeah, like he still can worm his way in there sometimes.
Like you could play Ana Brig, but I feel like Ana's just really difficult to play nowadays with how much mobility there is.
Yeah, she needs a lot of peel from her Brig. But speaking of Lucio, we do have our map and our first ban. We have banned the frog.
We banned the frog.
We banned the frog. I floop the pig and banned the frog.
Interesting.
Deep cut reference there.
I mean, there's no shock what the first map we're going to is. We are going to Lijiang Tower.
It's Lijiang. It's always Lijiang. It's always been Lijiang. Lijiang Tower, King's Row, Suravasa. Feeling daring today, aren't we?
I mean, we'll see what CapTech takes us to as a counter pick if we win this first map here.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, it does look like they banned the Zarya.
Okay, you know what? I'm fine with that. They're gonna get the bans out one way or the other. I wouldn't be surprised if they had. I mean, Zarya is just. They don't even need to scout us to know to ban the Zarya. Zarya is just like that.
Zarya is just the tank right now.
So we'll see what we opt for instead on Lijiang. I'm thinking.
I wouldn't be shocked if we go to the Rams, if we go back to that Ram comp that we were playing on Atlas last week.
With the Zarya and the Lucio band, probably no Kiri Lu backline. So probably the Brig Ram or the Brig Juno with a Ram. Get your speed ring timings. I don't know if it's quite as comfortable for EMU. The audio, Jaden, is a little bit loud. Yes, if you could tune it back. Everybody say hi, Jaden. Hi.
Oh, I can see my favorite character on the screen.
It's Winston. No, that's actually Otzel.
Otzel did say that he will at least select Winston in the spawn room.
Oh, hell yeah. Can we?
At least he said that last week.
We need Obs to look at what Otzel has picked here so that we can.
Come on, Winston.
Come on,
yes!
Cover the Winston. Oh, there's some silliness going on here.
I see a cat. I see Winston.
You know what? A little birthday treat. A little birthday treat. Winston and a cat.
Nick's on the Kiriko.
That's my goat right there. I was actually running some comp games down with Nyx over the weekend, and Nyx did say that they had been trying to play a little bit more of the Kiri. So we will see exactly what happens. TPing out.
You know, we are back onto that Ram comp. Rose, unfortunately, not playing the cat, is on the Juno. Nyx is sticking on the Kiri.
You know what? I'm fine with the double flex here. We've got a bunch of space, some nice deep shield, keeping them split on the bridge. Some big pummels coming in from Otzel. Gonna have to block as they return fire here. As long as we stabilize here, we should be okay. We've got the point. Just bunkering in the back here. No, somebody looking for an angle.
No, we do have blue on the Cassidy. I don't know if that was a, hey, we've scouted them. We think we know what they're playing. We think the Cat's going to be a good pick into it.
And that's going to be a big pick from blue onto that Brigida. And that Ram is getting real low. We might be able to get him out with both his form and his shield go down. The Ram goes down, followed by the Juno, trading out Rage, but getting the
nice
M-Ray as well.
There. Rage did unfortunately fall to that M-Ray during the fight, but I mean, he's on Symmetra. It's not going to be long for him to get back.
No. Symmetra can trade pretty well, and trading 4 of them for 1 DPS, I am totally fine with. Point control in EMU's favor, and we're just ticking up here.
Also, taking control of that bridge early, not wanting to let them just walk through.
Blue
getting
is going to go down
very early.
But we are going to get beam on that Ramatra as long as we're able to hold that space. The M-Ray ult does come out. Otzel does go purple, but gets cleansed, taking everything from that M-Ray straight to his face. The support's getting poked out by that M-Ray ult. The M-Ray is going to go down.
Rose able to take down that M-Ray.
That is a big pick, but Rage also going down. We are still ticking up on the point here. Rage, Rose, Nyx also going down, but Otzel
ripping the ult.
Says no, not yet. We still have somebody else up here. Blue and Otzel just holding down this point, and we might actually push back CapTech here. Just living just long enough for the team to come back. We do have Rage, Rose, and Nyx back to continue the fight. And there's just no downtime as everybody keeps trickling on. Hey, I'm fine with the trickle as long as we continue to hold this point. This is all good for us.
Rage trying to get out now.
73% for us and a nice reset. We've got ults on the board. Only thing we've used is
that Ram ult.
With the Emre ult also being used. Almost 8 ults on the board. This is going to be a very big fight.
No, I wouldn't be shocked if we open up with Rush here. Just get the fight going early.
The wall and the rally come out with NACE taking out the enemy Ana. Otzel punching out that breakthrough rally. Rose is going to go down to that Genji, but you know what? We get out
a late blade pulled.
And the rally, Kitsune does come out, but unfortunately we are going to get wiped by the Blade and the Ramatra ult. And the Kiri, that was yep, our Rush.
Yeah.
They swapped off of, they were on Kiri as well, right?
I do not remember actually.
A quick swap over to the Wu Yang here. But we are looking for our next fight. 45% TPing over. We should be able to get point control before they realize that
Genji going down low.
Otzel getting real low, having to pop form and block while his shield is still up. Getting purpled. We're taking point control. The orbit does come in. That is a lot of damage.
That's
on
a big
everybody.
shield from a big shield from Otzel to try and stop that Emre ult.
And Rose taking out the Ramatra as well as the Emre. Rage taking out both supports in the backline. Some very big ults. That was a tremendous orbit. And the punch to the face on the Genji. We've got no ults to answer nothing on their side. So this is just going to be a dry fight.
It's a dry fight. I wouldn't be shocked if we do build up to High Noon here. You know, High Noon, best ult in the game, as we all know.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to use the zone, and it honestly might come down to it. Otzel, Blue is hitting some good shots. He's going to be able to get it.
That Ram
and the Emre does go down.
Jumps off the map.
And that, I think, is just going to be a free fight win for us.
You know, they have to back up. The Genji's going to touch off to the side. They're falling low. Also trying to run down that Ana does get slept.
And the
Blue
High
gets
Noon
2.
Comes in to clean it up. Rage cleaning up those touches as they hit. That feels bad for that Emre. Like, I can't even...
I don't know how they fell off. I don't know if they tried to like jump over behind to try and get on a flank or...
I guarantee they pulled out the secondary for the additional jump height and just like geometryed themselves off or missed it.
That is very possible.
We'd have to check the replay, but that's really unfortunate. Look, I am the resident expert at jumping off the map at inopportune times. That Baptiste clip is so old now, but I will never forget it. Look, it happens. But you know what?
I remember you bringing up that clip in reference to last semester when we watched Otzel jump off the map on Zarya on King's Row.
You know, it's fine. It's fine. We do have the faster rotate out here.
And a nice deep shield here is going to put pressure on the Cap Tech.
Absolutely. Ramatra already popping form. You see Otzel's desyncing pretty well here. So this is working out in our favor. We've got all this space. The point is not quite open yet. Taking out that Emre, Blue with a nice shot. And Cap Tech is just going to try to get on point.
You can see Ram trying to take as much space as he can with that form, but just not having the support behind him to hold that space.
It looks like the Cap Tech Symmetra is going to TP behind and take out Rose, but is going to fall as well. And you know what? I'm fine with these one-for-one trades as long as we've got the point.
Yeah, no, it's... You know, you never want to lose somebody, but if you can get positive value out of the trade, it's going to be worth it every time.
Absolutely. And you can see the Rams trading form back and forth here. Rage TPing out. They are taking some angles on us, so we're going to have to be...
You know, they did swap off of the Sim onto Reaper.
Interesting swap. You know, I'm fine with it. Reaper's always been a solid choice, but popping his form early, dying to Otzel, and that... Otzel, please. You know what? I've been there. I've done it. We all have tank game. It's okay. Rage comes in, cleans up.
Zarya aim training.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Cleans up that Ramatra. Nyx taking out the Emre. Rage taking out the
and you can see Rose going back to give her Ramatra a speed ring so he can get back into the fight before Cap Tech is back.
And you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We do a little whiffing. It happens. It happens.
It sure does.
Next fight coming up, we do have 4, almost 5 ults on the board, answered by 4 of CapTech's. A lot of ults coming out. The enemy Wooyoung and Nano both come out, able to flip over that point, and it looks like we are going to hold all of our ults, let them burn, let them cap. It's fine. They're only at 7%.
Honestly, I would still call that a worthwhile trade. You get both support ults out of that fight. Yeah, yes, they do have the Emery ult. Yes, they have the Ramatra ult, but we have our own Ramatra ult. We have Wall, which I feel like if you use it well, easily counters that Emery ult.
Forcing the form out quickly. Otzel getting very low, but punching out that Ana. He said, not this time. Looks like we are going to pop the rush, trying to get ourselves in. And the Suffer comes out of CapTech, but are they going to go down for it? He's able to sustain. Blue with some very nice shots on that ulting Emre.
Behind.
My favorite character is the Reaper guy.
Tries to come in from the side, gets nothing.
We are all doing a little bit of whiffing this time, but Nyx with the headshot on that Wooyoung, punching out that enemy Ramatra and Reaper. And we've still got Orbit, and we've still got Suffer. Oh, this is going to be a very clean fight.
Holding on to both of those ults is very big here for Eastern.
It would have been very easy to dump all 5 of those ults in that fight and just try to win once and for all, but they did not have the point percentage to cap.
You can see them trying to go on a flank here through server.
It looks like EMU is trying to go early, but was a little bit late on that pull. As
also
CapTech
jumping
rotates.
in with that annihilation, gets 2.
Finds 3 and 4, and that is going to be first map for EMU.
CapTech unable to touch the point there. Can't really call it a C9 as they weren't really winning. Just a clean last fight there.
That was pretty clean. It felt like EMU. There were some issues. There was a couple of aim issues.
You get some tank aim in there. You get some funny moments, some funny choices.
But you know what? Like I've always said, it's not about the individual moments. Sure, there's some good individual moments, but it's all about the teamwork, the ult economy, cycling your ults properly, having a good position. All of that stuff is way more important than whiffing a couple of peacekeeper shots, a couple peacekeeper shots. You hit the ones that matter.
Exactly.
And he did get the Ana in the end. He just had to respawn to do it. That's fine. It's fine.
It was a mental reset.
Exactly. But no, it didn't look like EMU was on the back foot for a second there.
No.
Just because you give up control of the point does not mean that you've given up control of the game.
Exactly. You lose a fight, very few times in a match are you ever going to win every single fight.
Exactly. I believe in our sibling games, in games like CSGO and Valorant, we call that an economy round.
Yeah,
right.
You're ecoing.
You got to get the eco round going. You just don't spend anything, keep all of your ults, and then you can come back and just play it super easily, win a
you
guaranteed
come
next
back,
fight.
you're either at least on an even playing field, or you're at an advantage because you have those weapons, and maybe you do have something additional, maybe extra util, just something like that.
Exactly. I can't believe they do this. We're going to Gibraltar.
Interesting. We banned Winston? Oh, I'm going to have words for our varsity team after this match. I heard Rose laughing when I...
You banned Winston? How dare you? I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm collected.
I mean, you can't be too mad at Rose. It is her birthday today. I don't imagine she's the one that made that call. They did, in return, ban Kiri.
I mean, fair. That's fair. But, come on. It's the Winston map.
I imagine...
They're going to be playing the Diva Brig. I'm maybe the... no Kiri. Diva Brig, I'm sure. Juno, Cass, maybe Sim as well. I think, honestly, probably pretty similar lineup as well.
Yeah, I don't imagine that we're going to see the Zarya here. It can work if you have the Kiri Lucio to help her rotate quickly. It doesn't really work as well when you don't have the Kiri to help sustain that Zarya on those rotates.
Yeah. I know that there's some pretty specific set plays that we have for this map that...
Run it back.
I think they probably had to get yeah, they had to get map bans, character bans in there. Yes. There are some set plays here that are pretty specific to Gibraltar. Probably, I mean, we'll see if we get the D.Va in here, but some Fat Tracer theory.
Sounds wild out of context.
Look. They made Tracer fat and they put her in a mech, okay?
See, that's the weirdest thing is that baby D.Va is not bigger than Tracer.
I think she's a little taller. Is she?
I don't know. If she's taller, she's not wider.
Wide D.Va. There's the... Oh, you know what? That's different DPS than I was expecting. But I think still largely the same theory.
Yeah, I don't think it really changes how we're going to end up playing it. You know, it will probably be coordinated dives between our D.Va and our Vendetta, looking to go on one target, probably looking at that Ana after you get the cooldowns out.
That Ana's about to have a very bad time. I'm imagining speed rings in with that D.Va, DMing our Vendetta in, killing that Ana and then getting out, because the Brig can peel, but I don't know if she's going to be able to peel both a D.Va.
You're not peeling a D.Va and a Vendetta.
No, there's just too much there. You only have so many cooldowns. But they are rolling out, pushing point. Rage is looking for his first engage, counter diving on the D.Va that is trying to get in there, as well as the Vendetta. And
Blue
the
able to
Sojourn's
find
going to
that
go down
Sojourn early.
And like
Rage
we said,
looking at that Ana,
trading
not a
out
chance.
Blue, but the Ana and the Sojourn both go down.
Rose putting in some damage onto that Vendetta.
And it looks like the Vendetta is going to get caught out and taken out. NACE, unfortunately, also going down, but trading out their Brig as well. And we are chilling.
They're deep into our back line. And I don't know if we're going to go for a stagger here, or it does look like we're trying to stagger.
Yep, we're leaving that baby D.Va. And that baby D.Va does not want to die as much as she probably should. That was a long stagger.
You know, that is very good, especially because NACE did go down in that previous fight. Gave them a lot of time to get back.
Oh, yeah. That Ana going down as well. Like, this is unfortunately going, well, I guess maybe fortunately going exactly.
Very fortunately going exactly how we plan it to.
Yep. You know, Blue just getting in all that damage. Emre, like we were saying in the pre-stream, just such a solid character for just putting in work. That poor Ana.
There's just nothing you can do. They do trade out our Vendetta in return, but
even though we are fighting more or less in their spawn, I'm pretty sure Rage is going to beat that Ana back. NACE does go down to their Vendetta, but we are able to take out their Sojourn.
Also in a small room, you don't like to see that. Able to get out, though.
Yep, and the speed ring is going to be able to get him all the way out. The enemy D.Va losing track of Otzel a little bit. The Vendetta trying to get Otzel out of mech, but Otzel's able to get all the way out. And it looks like we are fully respawned here, looking for the next fight, with the Vendetta starting to go in, poking on that D.Va, and just positioning a dive onto someone. There's some interesting positioning here. Trading out Rage and the enemy Brig. But Nick's able to take out the Vendetta as well. And we are sitting, we've given up some point, but we are even. The enemy...
Yeah, we've got that Emerald coming online for Blue.
Yep, our Emerald.
Finds the Soj.
And we are just living that Ana.
Also going for that Ana, gets the kill.
Able to go down. Rage comes in and might be able to demech that D.Va, not if she's able to fly all the way out. We're sitting on Bomb, Rally, Orbit, and...
We're sitting on everything but Override Protocol.
We are sitting pretty. Just a little bit ahead on ults compared to Cap Tech.
It does look like they're going to have 5 coming into this fight, but when your Brig goes down early, that's an ult you cannot use.
Yep, we do pop Rally, but Nyx does go down, but it does let Rage and Otzel get the Sojourn and the Ana out. With the D.Va going in deep, trying to get Rose, but Otzel on the peel.
Some nice peel.
Unfortunately, you can't DM a melee, and if the D.Va really wants you, you're probably going to get you, but the D.Va does have to trade Bomb out for it, is able to remech. But immediately
that
loses
mech
back.
lasts maybe 2 seconds.
Oh god. And the D.Va does go down again with the D.Va diff. Rage taking out that poor Brig again.
They did swap off of the Soj onto the Emre.
And I think it's a little bit too late. Only 20 seconds on the board here. We have Sundering Blade, Self-Destruct, and Orbital Ray all on the board. Only, well, mirrored.
You are going into 2 support ults. If they use them well, that could be very difficult for us to win the fight.
Yep. And there is the Nano.
Able to take
beautiful.
out the Nano Vendetta early. Rage does get traded out by a rallied Brig.
But that is going to be a kill on the both of the supports from Otzel with the bomb and the melee. And now we are just cleaning up that D.Va mech.
Rose able to find the M-Ray. Blue able to take out that D.Va after she's demeched, and it's going to be a full hold from Eastern on round 1 of Gibraltar.
You love to see it.
You really do.
And you know what? I'm you know, I've said before that there are we know our historic weaknesses as a team, right?
Yes.
You know who I'm seeing in the kill feed a lot on the correct side of it? Rose.
Yes, Rose has been working a lot on just looking to do more damage in fights, and it's very clearly paying off.
And you know what? It seems like it's probably more comfortable on the Juno because Juno just you get a lot of passive damage while also healing.
Yes.
It also, because it is the same weapon, the same button that you're pressing to both heal and damage, there's something that mentally it's easier to do.
Yes, I do agree.
Because I've noticed the same thing. I've been playing some Juno lately myself, and it feels good to be able to use half of a round, a burst on healing a teammate, and then switch it to their tank and just get some damage.
Yeah.
But Rose is getting some headshots in there, beautiful. And of course, you know, Rage is walking on sunshine on Vendetta as always. You can tell that they're having fun. This is looking very good. We'll see. What do we? You know, never mind. I'm not going to cast a curse. I'm not going to cast a curse. I'm not going to.
You shut your mouth.
Nope. But we are looking to posture for high ground, pushing that point out. Blue on the Widow instead of the M-Ray this time. A little bit of an ego pick, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's going to work out pretty well. We'll see if there's anybody to really pick here. They do have both Brig and Mizuki, so they are really, really trying to peel, but they don't really have a flex support to peel for.
You know, they do not have a lot of burst healing. You have those right clicks from Mizuki will give you a small burst of healing, but nothing that's going to out heal any significant amount of damage.
Yep, and Otzel is able to take out that Brig, but Rose does go down to that D.Va. But Blue and Otzel are able to just take out the Mizuki and the Vendetta. Very straightforward, very, very shrimple so far.
You know, I mean, you can see Blue is, you know, forcing that point whenever he can and taking those chances to get that damage in.
And honestly, with Brig and Mizuki, both of them mostly rely on their active healing to do big healing, but they run out over the course of a fight. So if you just take it slow and steady like we just did, there was not really a lot of fanfare there.
No.
They just kind of...
There was never really one decisive fight in that map. It was, you know, just kind of, hey, we're going to get a pick here. We're going to get a pick here. We're just going to be pushing that cart the whole time.
They just kind of leaned really hard. I don't know if they even leaned really hard on Cap Tech, but they just kept leaning and leaning, and they just kept giving up space. And, you know, we take those.
We do.
We take those. I mean...
No, that's 2-0 in favor of Eastern.
I'm pretty happy with that. We're looking at our last map here. It might be another quick stream, guys.
Hey, don't you cast or curse us now. We are at match point. This could be the last map. Who knows?
We've been on the reverse end of this before, and we have
reverse sweep teams in the past.
All it took was a generational Reaper ult, and then getting really, really mad on Mauga.
Yeah,
that's all it took.
I miss Mauga meta.
So, you want to run that by me again?
I like playing Mauga.
Okay, I like playing Mauga too because he's fun.
Yeah.
The Mauga player gets to have fun.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily
everybody
fun
else
for everybody else.
suffers in return.
Yes.
Because you're trying to keep up a tank who has no way to really reduce the damage they're taking other than one cooldown.
Yeah. And it's the Mauga is a sponge that soaks all of the fun out of the support players and holds it for himself.
Yeah, so he's having 3 times the fun.
Bluke, Grumpo, I know what we're scrimming next time. It's Mauga time. I'm going to make you suffer, as I have. But I feel like there's not really that much more to say about that last map. Like, obviously, I'm still heartbroken that there was no Winston.
Yeah.
But
thank God we can't ban Winston twice.
Oh.
I would not be shocked if we see a Lucio ban come out of Cap Tech here.
Can they ban? They can't ban back-to-back, but they can ban more than once.
I don't know. I am not up to date on the rules.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if.
So true. We should get Caliganistic.
It's so true. Cali, come back to EMU. You can cast with us. You can stream with us.
You know, we've been having a lovely one-man show being run by Jaden in the background.
Yeah, big love.
You know, shout out
Jaden.
Thank you guys.
You know, we've had like some lovely fly-throughs. We've had, you know,
I don't
great
know
observers.
how to slow down the fly-throughs. I'm not gonna lie, so they're just so fast through the map.
I want to say if you scroll wheel, it will adjust the speed of your spectator cam.
No way. I believe you.
Oh, does that work?
I think so.
Let me try that next time. I'll try it, and then you will become broadcast manager. Okay, I'm
coming back for my masters.
Does everyone say bye, Jaden? Bye. Okay, you know what? Last map. What was it that made that match so easy for EMU? Because I don't think it was. You know, EMU played some good, solid Overwatch, right?
Yes.
But we didn't do anything really we didn't have any crazy rotations or like super coordinated 5-man dives that we broke through. We didn't do anything incredibly.
Yeah, we didn't do anything flashy out of this world.
Yeah.
I think what really let us take that map with what looked like no real issue was very good target priority. You know, Otzel and Rage being on the same page about the targets that are being dove. You know, Otzel, Rage being on the same page.
Am I distracting you?
A little bit. Otzel, Rage being on the same page about targets being dove, just, you know, going on that Ana when there's nothing that she or the Brig can do.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard for their diva to get into the back line of our team when they don't have any support behind them.
Absolutely. I think that there was a couple of
See, Jake agrees.
Yeah, Jake. Of course Jake thinks that Mauga is great. So I think there were a couple of issues that they needed to fix before they did anything else, right? I think part of it was a little bit of a hero select diff. I think you were just saying before, or either in between maps or before stream, that Ana is just, it's really hard to find a place to play Ana right now because she's so immobile. And if you're not hyper mobile in this just meta that we're in this day and age where there's been so much mobility creep,
you're gonna struggle.
I mean, she's got nade and she's got sleep, but the days
you can only sleep one person at a time.
Yeah,
and if they have an entire team focusing on going in on you,
exactly,
you can't do anything.
The days of one Tracer or one Winston just trying to 1v1 you are kind of behind us.
Yeah,
it just doesn't really happen these days. Maybe if you're super low, somebody might try to scoop you up and you can do it, but coordinated dives are where it's at, and you're only going to be able to do one. You can kind of peel for yourself, but then you need your break to do it. if you are going to play that Ana, then we need to be Jaden, what are you doing? I can hear you typing. Oh, there. Okay.
True.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Rose.
Yay.
Happy birthday, Rose. It is. If you are going to run the Ana like that, you got to be on high ground. That Ana was low ground in main basically every time.
Yeah.
And just such an easy dive target. When we've got control of the high ground, we don't even need to burn cooldowns to get onto you. We can just jump on you.
And I mean, I feel like part of the issue of that Ana permanently being on low ground is that she did not have a way to get to high ground. They didn't have any speed to rotate her up to high ground, and anytime they tried to start going towards high ground, Rage and Otzel were there, diving onto the Ana and stopping that rotation before it happened.
Yeah, there with the kind of the, I don't know what to call it, the map update, the lore attack,
the map rework.
Yeah, on Gibraltar. There is a new path to high ground open. If you're rolling out of offensive spawn, the left side kind of medium high ground, where it used to be, I think, a mega, now it's a mini, that staircase, that wall is now open.
Yes.
So you can rotate up there easier and get up on that high ground, which makes it harder to dive you. You don't need to walk like across the point anymore to do it.
Yeah.
Which, if you're going to run an Ana, you kind of need to just let your Ana make her very, very slow grandma way up there, and wait until she is set up with your brig there to initiate. And then you can walk up onto the broken bridge and do that.
Yeah.
But that's like a fundamental. You can't have your Ana low ground like that, because we are going to eat her alive every time.
And we do.
It makes it so much easier like that. You know, the Soj versus Emre, honestly, Emre's probably at super high levels better, like because what I was describing before, where you can deal with rail.
Yeah.
But if you're not playing like at the OWCS level, it kind of doesn't matter.
It's kind of a wash.
It's close enough that if you have your hit scan player that's put 1,000 hours into Sojourn and it's barely touched Emre, like just keep playing the Sojourn. Don't force something that is in theory a little bit better.
Yeah.
Just go what you're comfortable with, because you're going to be more consistent on it. Yeah. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, the support positioning and lineup, I think, is what is a foundation for every team that you need to build everything else on top of.
If you don't have a good support line, you are not going to win anything.
And then we saw the same thing on our offense when CapTech was defending, where running the Brig Mizuki, in theory, against what EMU is running, sounds good.
Yeah, like if you can hit that tether on Mizuki onto either Diva or Vendetta, it is a lot weaker of a dive when it is just one of them.
The problem becomes, though, that you are giving up all of your sustained healing that the Ana or like a Juno or a Kiri would give you. What does MDR mean? That's an H. It stands... Yeah.
That's also a B. It's supposed to be HBR.
It's... See, we're gonna... Here. See.
It still does look like an M.
Well, it's because I was originally going to be like, oh, I'm going to write out Happy Birthday Rose.
Yeah, you were a little bold with
and then I realized
size of the nozzle.
That the size of this nozzle was massive, and I was supposed to get a like a nozzle for it and not just let it
like a smaller.
So we pivoted, okay?
Anyways, map 3.
Map 3
going
is
to
Atlas. It's so blue. We are banning Ram, and they're banning Vendetta.
I would not be shocked to see us go to Zarya and Reaper here. Zarya, Reaper, Kirilu, probably still on that cast. It's...
Yeah, I wouldn't be... Kind of any hit scan.
Yeah, it's kind of... Pick your favorite flavor. Pick Bastion for all we care. He got some play time in pro play this weekend.
It's weird seeing Bastion, because Bastion
is like 15 seconds, but...
Because Bastion has just historically been such like a... kind of plat and below
specialty.
Yeah, where it's big damage. That means he's good. When you learn how to play around him, and then he just kind of falls off. But now, like they've changed him so much, and they've put power in the right places.
Some funny angles, and
he actually has a surprising amount of movement. We got the cat and the Winston back here.
Holy moly!
That's a lineup right there. If I
call it the zoo comp.
Are we gonna? That's a Winston Rush comp on Atlas. That's from CapTech.
I mean, onto the Reinhardt. Show me the Zarya.
Okay, there we go. Just TPing out, and I'm imagining the Reaper.
It does look like we are not going on Kiri Lu. We still have Nyx on the Kiri. We have Rose on the Juno. Maybe it has a little birthday treat.
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm liking it.
I don't hate it.
I think it leans into
double flex has a place.
Yeah, blue does unfortunately go down early. Rage follows, just a little bit caught out. Otzel might not make it out with charge here, but Rose is trying, but unfortunately does get caught out. Rose is going to be able to get out though. You saw Rose's.
Don't say what I know you want to say.
I want to say it. I want to quote Luke. But anyway, we've got the Zar Reaper, a classic TPing in, and it looks like did the bubble? I think the bubble just popped immediately there. I didn't see it.
I mean, given that Otzel's at like 90 charge.
Yep. Blue with the off angle is trying to get that Kiri.
Does force Suzu.
The Winston on Atlas is a choice. I don't know if it's a good choice or a bad choice, but it's a choice. We're a little bit lost here, it looks like, trying to get positioning. Nyx does take out that Lucio.
That pick. Winston just falls over.
And it looks like it is going to flip in favor of EMU. Nyx with the Kiri diff as well, and that Sojourn going down. Okay, we got our feet
found
under
our footing. It's gonna. I think it's a lot harder for Winston to retake here.
Absolutely. But yeah, I've not seen that Winston Rush comp in a while. But specifically into our Zarya, I think it will be good. But into our Reaper, I think we're going to be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
As long as we kind of figure it out as a team and know what we are doing. Yeah, that Reaper should be able to just chunk through that monkey if we're TPing correctly with those bubbles.
Yeah, Winston jumps in.
We are looking at the blade coming out from CapTech. It's going to find blue, but Rose is able to take out the big grab coming in, finding 3. And it's going
gets 1, gets 2.
Even out the fight. We are just Rage and Nyx on the point against a Winston, but you know what? That is fine. Winston is trying to do something. Almost takes out Rage there, actually.
When you have a Kiri pocketing, Winston's not chunking through that.
No, that was a little closer for comfort than I would like it to be. Rage doing the old TP in place tech, only to take out that Lucio.
Oh, Rip it, yes!
My favorite character is the Reaper guy. Oh, and the Genji dashes in. And we're settling in. We're settling in. I really don't like first point Atlas. It's probably one of my least favorite points in the game.
It just feels entirely different from the rest of the map with the high ground.
Yeah.
None of the rest of the map has that level of high ground to it.
Because the entire first point of Atlas is basically just a tube that goes around with a couple places that you can drop onto the point. So you're just fighting in this like weird track-like.
It does look like they're mirroring the Reaper,
but obviously we've got the pretty picture.
The Reaper guy.
The TP going in, trying to find that Kiri, almost getting him out.
Forcing that teleport out from the Kiri.
And the bubble, and we should get point for this. The beat comes out for no reason in particular.
I imagine they're just trying to do a beat engage, but they're not committing hard enough, but Rage is getting taken out by that Soj ult.
The Soj ult comes out, but we respond with both of our support ults, which might be a little bit of an overcommit. We should win this fight for it at least.
I really don't mind both the support ults here because we have point control.
I'm a little bit more okay with it. I'm hoping that we you know what? They threw both of their support ults out as well, which makes it a little bit better for us, but it could have been a time that we are able to take
take advantage of the ult economy.
Take advantage of the ult economy instead of both teams just kind of throwing it away. So we're not any worse for wear, but we could have been better. Winston trying to get an angle here as Otzel bubbles in our rage. The Suzu does come out. We're giving up a little bit of space, trying to go back on point.
Also, just focusing down that Kiri, trying to get the pick.
Full charge here, bubbling in our rage. That Winston might go down. Nyx with the Kiri diff again. Blue getting knocked into the air. Nyx with a lot of damage coming out of that Kiri. The High Noon comes out and finds that Primal. And that is going to be the next point for EMU. So
yeah, that's a nice, we're up 2-0 on the map here. I've seen this one before.
Some just kind of strange retakes from CapTech. It looks like they're not quite full committing. If we were going to beat engage like that, they needed to respond a little quicker. That by the time we fully committed with that beat,
it does not seem like they're synchronized.
No, they're a little less together than EMU is. Again,
you can see that Reaper just walking in. I assume he thought his team was coming with him, but
with no bubble and no real peel to speak of. I mean, the most you're going to get is a Suzu. It's hard to really stand in front when our Reaper has, Speed Ring, Suzu, Bubble, so much more peel that can come out. Mirroring the Zarya.
I can see a plan hatching in their heads here.
Yeah.
We have Grav, we have Blossom.
Oh, yep. My favorite character is the Reaper guy. Was that... Okay. For some reason, I thought that was both Reaper ults at the same time, but that is just a free fight win for just baiting in the enemy team and Rage setting up.
We use one ult there. You can think of it as being mirrored because they did swap to that Zarya. They don't have that. They were, I think, like halfway to another Primal Rage, but...
Yeah, they weren't really finding much with it anyway. This could very well turn into last fight if we are able to drag this out a little bit and then get a big Grav. The Kitsune comes out from Nyx. The beat comes out of CapTech. The Reaper able to take out Blue and Otzel. Rose going down to that Sojourn E, and it looks like it is going to be flipping in favor of CapTech, but we are 90% on that final point, and we have two big ults and High Noon coming back.
Hey. When they need to zone for this last fight, that High Noon is going to be the best ult in the game.
Absolutely. I trust and believe. Blue's actually pretty consistent with getting at least one of them.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very good fight for us. They used both the Reaper and the Lucio ult. They've got the rush in here. They've got the Sojourn ult, but...
Opening up with that, with the Grav and the Orbit and the mirrored by the...
That's four. That's four just dead instantly.
You got to slow down, guys. I need to cast this before they all die.
Give us a chance.
Trying desperately with CapTech's Kitsune Rush to find anything, but when you're Graved and an entire team is speed ringing onto you while you're in orbit, what are you gonna do? You just fold.
There's nothing you can do.
I don't know if even Beat would have been able to...
No. It would have kept him alive for a second, maybe two more.
I mean, it's...
But...
With that much damage...
I mean...
A full charge Zarya sitting inside of a
Juno,
orbit.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do.
You can't do anything there. I believe we have a very special interview coming up.
Yes, we do.
I really don't know if we should let you play with fire.
I think we should. I absolutely think we should. I'm gonna, Glavon lore. When I was in high school, I would be sitting at my desk doing math homework, writing with a pencil, and I would have a lighter next to me from Boy Scouts. And I would just sit there and burn my pencils as I was doing my math homework.
And I had to say that I've never been more shocked.
I had to get rid of my happy birthday Rose. Oh, yeah.
That is an open flame.
I am not going over the fire. It's okay.
Oh my god.
Did you enjoy your birthday roll?
Yeah, honestly. Like, we all made a joke, or me and Nick made a joke beforehand that if we lost, we all retire. We're done.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. So you ran some different things for your birthday today.
Yeah.
You got to play Juno.
I know. I'm so happy.
It's so what was the thought behind it? Was that just like a calculated thing? Was that just a comfort? Was it a happy birthday kind of celebration?
Hey, it's my birthday. I'm playing the character I want.
Well, we were running it down in comp beforehand as like a little warm up, you know, and we were running the Kiri Juno, and we're like, okay, this is actually working a lot better than we thought.
Yeah.
So we knew going in that they were going to ban the Kiri one way or another. That's just what they normally ban based off of like some scouting that we did beforehand. And so we knew that Kiri was going to get banned eventually. So we're like, all right, let's try something different. Let's just run the Juno. So then if worst case scenario, the Kiri gets banned, we still have like a flex support that would be viable in a lot of the stuff that we run. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, it looked very solid. The speed rings looked great. It looked like you were doing I saw you on the left side of the kill feed a lot, which is, I know, something that you've always been working on, which is very, like, it looked very comfortable. And Nick's doing a great job on the Kiri as well, substitute Kiri.
yeah.
Especially when they banned the Lucio. I can't believe they banned our frog.
Well, yeah, that was a protect the Kiri ban. We're like, all right, we want to keep the Kiri as much as possible, so let's just ban the Lucio, you know, just to kind of protect that support ban. And then we...
Yeah, can we address the elephant in the room in your choice of character ban second map?
Look, it was strategic.
It was strategically pissing me off.
I heard both of you over my headset go, they banned Winston? And so, like...
We could hear you laugh in return.
Yes, I'm glad. But no, we looked at their profile and we're like, wow.
That's
what
a Winston
player.
Were they a Winston?
Yeah, so we were like, you know what?
Fellow monkey.
We were like, you know what? We would rather play, you know, the Diva into the Brig because we ran Juno Brig on, you know, Gibraltar. And we're like, you know what? We would rather deal with the Diva going into the Brig than the Winston. So all in all, it was a strategic ban. But like,
that's
they did win the.
justifiable.
They did run the Winston though on Atlas for
yeah,
reason.
We were confused on that.
They ran a Winston Rush comp, which it's been 3-4 years.
It's been a few years since that's been good.
Like it's a comp that works, but on Atlas.
But
like,
yeah,
like we've run it on Push before on like Esperanza, but Atlas is just it's so it's just
yeah. They initially put Sura and we're like, that's not in our map pool.
Oh,
so,
is it not?
Yes, no.
It's
Our
Atlas, NJC.
Yeah, our flashpoint options are Atlas and NJC, and whoever decided Atlas decided to be in our map pool was on I don't know what.
You know, the other points I've learned to at least accept, it's just first point Atlas is always just so like
yeah.
It's similar to first point
New Junk City.
NJC, yeah. Except New Junk City, it feels like you can, because it is actually round, you have better sight lines. With Atlas, because it's long corridors with corners, like you just have to run down these corridors for so long before you can actually reach somebody.
Yeah.
And it's just all very tight. Like it's just uncomfortable.
It was a very awkward like first push. We were like, all right, we're gonna TP in, speed ring, and we went, and then we just blew up, and we're like, oh,
let's try that again.
Yeah, let's try that again. We ran it back. Everything was fine.
Yeah. Once you guys got off of, you might want to blow out the line.
Yeah.
We might want to take care of that real quick.
Hold on, chat.
Happy birthday!
Woo!
Yay!
Let me not
ignore the one falling apart.
It's okay.
It's just a little bit melted.
It's fine.
And then this is Sigma.
To add to my collection.
Yes.
Of course.
Maybe eventually I'll have a viable team comp.
I think I have a close to a team comp. I think I have I just have too many tanks is the thing. Like because
Yeah, 66.
But that was a very, very good game to cast and watch.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you got to win on your birthday.
Yeah.
And you guys looked great doing it. I could see the coordination. I can see the teamwork. I can see the hours that are being put in. So kudos to you guys. You guys are still undefeated, right?
Yeah.
4-0.
We are currently 4-0, and then
Pretty tough.
If how we're discussing it, and how NACE will do Varsity Plus playoff brackets, considering that there's so many groups, we think it'll be a top 8 bracket between group, like, say it would be like a group 2 bracket, but it would be top 4 teams from 2A and 2B.
Yeah.
Is what we're thinking is how they're going to run it, considering how many teams are in Varsity Plus.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure with this win, we are guaranteed playoffs no matter what.
That's
I was
nice.
about to say,
That
I
is
was
very
hearing
nice.
some rumblings in the room that we believe that it is guaranteed at this point.
So does
Yeah.
that mean I need to put some more streams on my calendar, Jaden?
Well, somebody isn't going to be here next week, allegedly.
Look, I was told that I have to go to that birthday party. I have no other choice.
Maybe.
Yeah, but you're here right now for my birthday party.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Glavon, it's my birthday next week. I want you to cast Overwatch with me.
Everybody needs to. Okay, I had my mom's birthday last week. I had another friend's birthday last week. My birthday. I'm going to turn 27 next month.
Ooh. Yee.
You just call me Chunk.
When is your niece's birthday?
June.
Okay.
Yeah. Stop Lethal Company dancing at me. Anyway, thanks for joining us, stream. Say happy birthday to Rose if you haven't
Thank
already.
you, guys. I
I will
much
see you guys
appreciate
next
it.
week with a mystery casting partner that we have not figured out yet.
Maybe you can get Jake to do it.
Maybe.
Get Bluke to drive down from East Lansing.
P-Band.
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 Anyway, bye, gamers.
Bye, guys.